Hi guys, and welcome you all to Daily Trends on Pinax News. This is where we bring you trending issues in Ghana and beyond. Knowing so much well that two controversial men in the system are back together as friends. How on earth will enemies now become best friends? It is something that we really do not understand how it all came about. But I have the full gist with me here. So coming up in my update, it's about our own Honorable Kennedy Japan. He is the MP for Parliament for the Ascent Central right here in Ghana. He has been in Parliament since 2000. That is, he stood with the New Patriotic Party (NPP) as the MP for Parliament in the Ascent Central for the past years. He is married to one beautiful lady who called Stella Wilson Japan. We all know Kennedy Ejapon to be one controversial man who in this world is not just an MP but also a billionaire. Apparently, he is building the biggest cold store in West Africa. He has also done a lot of things, including taking care of people and also having a lot of factories right here in Ghana and also even outside the country. Well, it came in the news that he was suffering from a disease that is best known to himself. Others were suggesting that it was stroke, and that's led him to fly out of the country to seek for medical report. Recall that some time ago he came up with the Common Sense family saying that there are some pastors right here in Ghana that are throwing a sand into the eyes of people right here in Ghana and beyond, and that he wouldn't stand and watch pastors ask people that or make sure that other members of their church are found wanting by giving them false prophecies and also by doing things that are against the will of God. Well, during these times, he mentioned a lot of prophets, including Okum Chacha and then also our own prophet Nigel Gazy. We all heard the saga between people that were pastors here in Ghana. Some said they are not pastors, they just bear the name, because how can pastors be having beef among themselves? In other words, they come on social media, dissing each other. How possible? Well, people like that caliber will be doing such. He mentioned the likes of Obofo and also our own prophet Obinim. And then also knowing so much well that one of the prophets in Kumasi is having a loggerheads with prophet Obinim. And these two have been having loggerheads for quite a long time. They were friends some time ago, but as time went by, we realized that these two are no more in talking terms. Well, somebody behind the scene came to announce to the public that the reason that these two are not at good talking terms is because one went to expose the other talking less. This man is Ebenezer Dankwa Yadom and also our own prophet Obinim. Recall that they were very good friends, but one way or the other, they got separated. Well, on this Netu show that our own Kennedy Japan was doing, that was where we realized that it wasn't just something mere, but actually it was what they termed as they going behind the scene to sort for help from other sources. Well, it was evidential. They had proofs from that, and then also came to show to the public on the set during that time. Well, people also came up with a lot of things that they thought were right about them. Others too said it wasn't right for him to be coming on social media to diss pastors for what they do behind the scene. Others too were saying that it is true that he is exposing them to save people from going into such predicaments. In as much as there are fake prophets in the system, do not mean that every prophet that we see is a fake prophet, and that we should watch how anyhow we talk to our prophets, it will affect us one way or the other. Even though they are prophets of God and then they go behind the scene, they have some spiritual encounter with the supreme being, and then if care is not taken, they might fight for us, and that they might fight against us too. So no matter what that happens between their camp, we should just watch how we speak to them. Well, guys, we all know that advice do not change a person unless the person goes through that particular trauma or temptation, and out of that he or she will learn from the lessons. Well, our own Honorable Kennedy Japan has come on social media clearing the air as to why he was having loggerheads with our own prophet Nigel Gazy. But as I'm talking to you right now, they are very good friends. We all know Prophet Nigel Gazy has also been a prophet from time of old. He's the founder and leader of the Prophetic Hill Chapel and then also True Word Prophetic Fire Ministry. He is one of the richest prophets in Ghana who has a net worth of about $10 million. And then just recently we heard in the news what he was about to do for one of the people that he said he'll be using 15% of his income to take care of that particular soul. Well, we all heard that our own Honorable Kennedy Japan went through a lot of ailment just recently, and also just early in 2022, we heard that he went for a surgery, that is a brain surgery, which almost took away his life. And when he came back from that surgery, he has realized that he has done a lot of harm than good to these men of God, and that not every man of God that we see are fake prophets. Like I earlier mentioned, some are really genuine. So our own prophet Niger Gaze, like we know, he has also been in existence for quite a while, where he has also been one of the controversial prophets here in Ghana and beyond. Recall that he came up to say that our own Priscilla Opoku Kwarteng will lose her life due an accident. That is our own Ebony Rains. May her soul rest in perfect peace. Whenever we hear of such sad news, then we know that it was our own prophet Niger Gaze who came to give us such announcement. But unfortunately, what death has taken away can never be brought back by life, because we all know how strong death is. Well, our own Honorable Kennedy Japan has realized his mistakes and therefore has decided to do away with he blaspheming or he saying bad things about pastors and prophets, especially our own prophet Nigel Gaze. He was really painted black in the picture, that even though there are some signs and wonders that we were thinking that we were genuine from God, Honorable Kennedy Japan made it clear that some of these are actually something that people come to their church to act upon it, and that they are paid afterwards. Well, after all these things, we realize that the man of God and our own Honorable Kennedy Japan has been spotted on social media having fun together, means that they have settled their beef. And the reason this beef was settled is because that he said he has realized his mistake by throwing shades into the eyes of Ghanaian people, even though some of the things that he was saying on his show were true, that some of the men of God has gone to sought for help from other gods. But our own Niger Gaze here is also a different person altogether, meaning that no matter how black somebody paints you, there is an iota of truth that will definitely come out one way or the other sometime to come. So these two are seen together, and that shows clearly that there is a sign of peace instead of war from the camp of our own controversial Honorable Kennedy Japan. Well, on social media, we have seen that he has run to reconcile with our own prophet Nigel Gaze, and this is exactly what has happened between the two. And the reason for their reconciliation is that he has realized that the supreme being God cannot be joked with. As we know, whatever you sow is what actually you will reap. So coming on social media to blaspheme against God is something that will really fetch you into trouble, and that he has realized that he cannot fight with God. Nobody else can fight with God. So he has come and then realized that himself, that as he was battling with his life, maybe one way or the other, something was revealed to him. Like he earlier mentioned, that in his chambers, God do visit him with his angels and reveals to him what is happening in town. We all know how he comes on social media to lambast people and other things concerning his real life. And if he himself has also made peace with our own prophet Niger Gaze, then it means that there is a good news coming our way. Moving on to other stories, we all know the broadcaster, the TV presenter, and also the manager at GH1 TV. Our manager is who is in the name of Nana Aba Anamoah. We all know her background to be financial. That is, she didn't study anything concerning media, but from the way she is fluent with language and how she carries herself on social media, shows clearly that she has really improved and learned a lot, and that many are looking up to her in order to be as successful as she is now in the media. And also our own Kevin Taylor, who is a Ghanaian-born US-based political critic and social media commentator. Kevin Echo Taylor, with due respect, has come on social media lambasting our own Nana Aba Anamoah, saying that she do not feel right to go into the system, but rather she should focus on she being so much old, and that she should tell us the reason why she is hitting almost 60 and yet single. And this is exactly the post that he posted on social media. This is found on OMG Voice Ghana, saying highly opinionated Ghanaian-born US-based political critic and social media commentator Kevin Ecole Taylor has landed a couple of uppercut blows on Nana Aba Anamoah in his most recent episode of With All Due Respect, in quotes. Kevin Taylor has bastardized the award-winning female media broadcaster for lying about the NDC in a new deleted tweet. Late yesterday, Nana Aba Anamoah, together with Sewa I'm Here, took to the internet to emphatically state that Oseiche Mensa Bonsu's ill-famed E-Levy cake was present to him by an NDC MP. It is at the back of this that Kevin Taylor has descended on Nana Aba. According to the NDC stalwart, Nana Aba and her cohort should be the last people to report false news because they bullied a blogger on live TV for trolling them on the internet. He also slammed her for still being unmarried at advanced age. So this is from the camp of Kevin Taylor. He's saying that he do not understand the reason why Sewa I'm Here, together with her mistress, who is Nana Aba Anamoah, will go on social media claiming false reports about what is happening concerning the E-Levy. We all heard that there was some time ago a blogger who was on social media went on their show where they were having a reality show saying they needed the next big star right here in Ghana, and then during the interview, he realized that he has done a very big mistake. That was where he was thrown out of the place because he said, according to them, he did something bad by bullying. They bullied him because of the bad things he said about both Nana Aba Anamoah and then Sewa I'm Here. So this is where I end today's stories on what is actually trending in Ghana and beyond. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media handles and do well to comment on our stories. We will be very much grateful. Thank you so much for staying glued. I'm AA. Have a nice day.